inside of Google. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use some stuff that we did from previous lessons. Okay, so if you've been following through us so far, you already got your keywords that you already have inside of an Excel sheet. Here's what our Excel sheet looks like, just brand new one that we created. We have the keyword, is it active or not? How much have we invested? What was the click-through rate, the number of clicks, the sales, and was it successful? So everything that we want to have here is going to be just tracked throughout the data and the reports that we get from Google. And we want to make sure that we have the keywords pulled from the keyword planner that you did just a couple of lessons ago. So now that we have our 15 keywords that you're going to see, we have them now color coordinated into groups. And the reason why we do that is because you're going to see here, we have ad group names, and you're going to have multiple ad groups and multiple ads within each ad group. This way, you're going to be letting Google optimize the same way that we would for Facebook or any other ad platform that you're using. You never really want to put all your eggs into one basket, right? That wouldn't be too smart. So as a business and as an entrepreneur or as a employee who's getting this done for somebody else, this is where we have to make sure that the variations are taken care of. So you got to make sure that you got a lot of keywords. In this case, we got at least 15. And the reason why is because you want to segment them out into 3 different groups. Typically, it's going to be 3 sets of 5, or 5 sets of 3, right? Or 3 sets of 5. Yeah, 3 sets of 5 of those that are going to be the ad groups. So let's call this first one going to be marketing. Okay, so we'll call this one marketing. And you're going to see the reason why I call that is just when we come here, you're going to see all these are marketing, right? So I could actually call it digital marketing. This other one would be, yeah, it's perfect. So digital marketing. And I'm actually going to in here and now paste that. But now I have digital marketing as my ad group name. See how easy that is to put that in there? Now, one thing that we're going to look at is the way that we want to type these in, because it gives you this option down here where it's going to say, do you want a keyword? Keyword equals broad match, keyword with the actual quotes equals a phrase match, and the keyword with the brackets equals an exact match. Now, if you're selling something that has a lot of discrepancy in it, meaning that it could be looked at as one or the other, then what you would want to do is use an exact match, okay? Because you're looking for people that are typing in the exact phrase that you are really looking to rank for. If you use the phrase match, if you've ever seen when you typed into something to Google how it kind of completes the sentence for you, what's going to happen is when you type in a phrase or a keyword that they're going to do, you're going to be helping Google say, okay, well, if it's like, let's say a brown pot, right, is what they're looking for. If you're selling something like, let's say, pans, right? So something for pans, right, that might be coming up, and they think pots and pans, but you're thinking about a flower pot, right? And it's not a flower pot that they're now typing in for. So we don't want to have that kind of confusion. So if you're thinking about something like that, you can have a exact match. But what we're going to be looking for about 90% of the time is going to be a keyword match. So everything that you're going to put here is going to be with quotes around it. When we have the quotes right here, we're going to be able to then use what we call as the phrase match. We want to be able to be seen by more people. We want your ability to show up in more searches to be there. Now, of course, you want to be relevant, but this is where we're going to add in the negative keywords later, okay? So this way we're going to actually remove ourselves from those unwanted showings based on what people are typing in and what Google thinks we have, because we have a keyword phrase match. We're going to see that we're going to have negative keywords to avoid being, seen or visible by people who aren't ever really interested in what we have to offer. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a few lessons. For right now, let's make sure that we have the ad group set up. So these are the keywords that we're pulling from the previous lesson that we went through. Going to add quotes around it, name the ad group. Now we're going to add a new ad group. Okay, we're going to do the same thing that we just did. We're going to come here, I'm going to pull these, I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to call these ones sales. Okay, so now this one's going to be the sales group, because this is all about sales. And the reason why we want to do this is because this is how we're going to frame our angles, okay, for the ad itself. If we know that everybody's talking about sales and everyone's typing in the word sales, we don't want to use the word marketing right here, right? It doesn't make much sense because they're not looking for marketing, even though we know that it goes hand in hand. We can't invite them into something that is not what they're actually looking for. It doesn't make sense. It's not relevant to them. So we can up here though, because this is all digital marketing. So we could use marketing language here. We could use sales language here. And then the next one's going to be more B2B, because you're going to see that these are now social media marketing, B2B marketing, the marketing consultant, and then the marketing techniques. So this is one we're just going to title B2B marketing. And then from there, guess what? We now have the 3 different ad groups. We can save and continue. And now within these ad groups, we're going to go into create the ads. So that's it for this video, okay? Make sure that you have at least 3 different ad groups, and within each ad group, you have between 4 to 5 minimum of these keywords. Now, you don't want to go in and have 15 or 20 keywords in one specific ad group. So make sure you're keeping it to between 4 and 6 keywords, 4 to 7 keywords in each ad group, and then create multiple ad groups. Once you get that completed, then let's move on to this next stage where we can create the ads themselves, okay? So let's stop here, get to work, and I'll see you on the next course.